Hey, what's up everybody? Today I'm going to be breaking down my $4,283 day on ticker Apple. This is my account right here, so just showing you this to let you know that the profits are real, right? This is not a paper trading account or fake account. A lot of the server members also traded Apple today, 20%, 20%, 15, 21, 20, 34. So, how can we make these type of profits on a day trade? I'm going to show you exactly what I was looking for and how I break this trade down. So this is, let me just start on the daily chart time frame with Apple and kind of show you why this even made the watch list in the first place. So the overall market has been coming down, right? The overall market's really been pulling back. Apple's been one of those stocks that has pulled back with the overall market, but hasn't dropped significantly, right? So if we're looking at stocks like Facebook, right, big red here. If we're looking at stocks like Amazon, right, big red here. Netflix, big red here. Apple kind of falls into those FANG stocks, but it's not big red. So that means that Apple, right off the bat on the daily chart time frame, has been showing some sort of what we call relative strength. All right. Additionally, Apple on the daily has been making a series of higher lows, indicating that it is still in an uptrend, and it has been meeting the same point of resistance up until today at $166. So regardless of this candle being up here and this being the all-time highs at 170, the candle did not close up there, right? You see the body of the candle actually closed within this ascending triangle pattern. So I liked Apple immediately because it was showing relative strength. That was the first thing. And it had a pattern set up on the daily and had a very clear point of resistance placed at 166. So now we're going to move into the 5-minute time frame and just kind of look at this pre-market. Well, we see pre-market session, it had jumped from nearly 162 to 164 and opened up near 164. So Apple, right off the bat, was already showing us relative strength by being up in the pre-market session. So just using what we did there with our trigger at 166, I just kind of moved it down a little bit. I set a trigger placed at, I believe, 165.5 or 165. Let me go over to the day trade watch list. Watch list for today, Apple long over 165. All right, so I did. I moved it down $1 because I was looking at the price action on the 5-day, 5-minute time frame chart, and I was seeing, resistance, resistance, support, resistance, 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 and then again pre-market resistance, right? So this area right here, I knew that if we got a break over that price point, we could then look to take the stock long. All right, so let's flip to the 1-minute time frame and kind of go over what I was looking at. Now, actually, I'm going to go to my flex grid here, and I'm looking at /ES on the left side. Don't worry about these two screens down here. And I'm looking at Apple over here on the right side. So comparatively speaking, right, if we're looking at /ES, this is the opening moves. We're both on the 1-minute time frame here. Opening move, big flush move down and goes red. All right, so ES opens up, goes red. You can see that very clearly right there. Apple, on the other hand, opens up and does go green with the market initially, but then doesn't give us that same sell-off move. And in fact, does much of what it was doing on the daily chart time frame, where it's showing relative strength, creating a series of higher lows, but also creating a series of lower highs. So as the market's selling off, selling off, selling off, Apple is not selling off and is in fact consolidating right here. Right, so when I saw this happen, when I saw this green candle pop up, and at the very first time this started to show some relative strength there, that's when I typed this up in the main chat. And let me just pull this over and show you. I typed this up in the main chat. I said, "Staying patient," and then and then right like a couple minutes later, I said, "Apple, watch this over high of day. Here's the contracts. Load the contracts for now. No position. Just wait." Right. Remember, we're looking for this to break the trigger at 165, which it started to do. So we did. We got the first 5-minute candle there to close over 165, but why not take this position yet? Well, because I also said that we can go long on this over 165.5 because we have to move the intraday trigger level up from 165, which was no longer acting as a resistance, but 165.5 was. You see why I said that? Because we're adjusting that trigger level intraday off of 165 to match the opening price action, which is our true resistance at 165.5. So that's why I said we can move the trigger level up to 165.5. We can go long on it, but we will want market backing and those higher lows to keep being put in. So alerts set over 165.5 should get a make or break move here soon. And that was at the 39 mark, right? So at the 39 mark, 38, 39, that was our break of the downward trend line right here. Then shortly after, we get this pop move up there. So I had mentioned Apple at 837. We can go long over 165.5. That's going to be right here. So I mentioned it initially there to look for a trade idea over the high of day. Then I mentioned it again here to go long over 165.5. Then I mentioned it again at 839. Should get a make or break move here soon. Boom. Right? And then we get the break of 165.5. Beautiful. If you didn't catch that move, gave you a little bit of a dip entry and a little bit of hesitation before moving further up into the high of day. And that was that move. Now, let me point out the importance of the timing of this. Look at what time SPY or /ES reversed off of this downtrend. Right? So here's your initial drop, connecting the rally to the tops of the candles. We got a break of the tops of the candles at 6:39 a.m. my time, 6:39 a.m. That's when we get the breakout on Apple. So do you see how having market backing at this exact moment when ES reversed is the exact time that we got the breakout on Apple? This is called staying patient, watching the overall market, using the overall market for backing, for entering your trades. Works extremely well with stocks that are kind of like the larger tech names that, you know, like your Facebook, Apple, Amazon, Netflix, Google, etc. I would even consider having market backing on anything that you trade, really, regardless of if it tends to follow SPY or not. It's just a really kind of safer way to trade and a way to be increase your chances of being correct or on the correct side of the trade. All right, so that was it. I wound up taking my position. So we got the break over. I wound up taking my position as we got this dip down here with a stop at 165. I sold it and into the strength. I actually think I sold most of my position right here and then sold the rest of it up here. I wound up not taking this dip entry, and I should have taken this dip entry, but I wanted to make this video instead. All right, so multiple entries here on Apple. Looked good. This is how you trade with market backing. So loving the profits here. A lot of you capitalized on that trade. This is the market that we're given right now, right? So unfortunately, you know, I only have one to show off today, but sometimes less is more when trading. And you know, if you can aim for $4,000 a day, that's $1 million in a year with 250 trading days. All right, so good job. Those base hits will add up. If you've enjoyed the video, press the like button. If you want to see more of these, press that like button. Let me know in the comments below. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so already. Thank you for your time. Again, I hope the video has helped out, and I'll see you all in chat. Take care.